Hello, fellow Star Wars fans. My name is Star Raptor, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I have a really cool comic book to talk about, and that is Star Wars issue number 27. This one's called The Good People. It's written by Charles Soule with artwork by Andres Genelit, and I like to call this one the love letter to the Lambda-Class Shuttle because most of this issue takes place aboard the Lambda-Class Shuttle, which is a brand new story that involves the characters of Bevlin and Melton, who are double agents of the Crimson Dawn that were aboard the Death Star 2 while it's being constructed, of course, and they decide to get the plans, get the details, and get it out to the system because Qi'ra activates them. So they currently have commandeered an Imperial shuttle. They basically took out the commander aboard that, got the shuttle, get out of there. That's where we pick up where we get immediately into the drama of it all, where we get a call from the Death Star saying, hey, we want to put this person that you just killed on the comms. And it's like this Breaking Bad kind of freak out moment where they have to scramble, do what they can to answer. And long story short, basically the Moff Jerjerrod, yes, we see him in Return of the Jedi, calls their bluff, knows that they are stealing the Imperial shuttle, and immediately scrambles the TIE interceptors. And that's where we have lots of drama, lots of action of the Lambda-Class Shuttle being showcased very well in this issue, where we get to see Bevlin getting on the turrets and destroying an interceptor. And then they go to a different planet, Pavval, which is basically where Luke Skywalker was at one point. Then they hyperspace out of that. Then they go somewhere else and they hyperspace. And basically they end up at the least likely place you would be Coruscant, right? If you're trying to hide out, why not hide on the same planet that the Imperial complex is, right? Because who would ever be so stupid to be on that planet? But also that planet has billions, if not actually trillions of people on that planet. They're going to go down to the underworld. And before all this happens, they tried to put out a plea for the rebels. They were going to sell this information essentially to the rebels. The rebels, of course, didn't believe them. It's like, hey, we got these defectors that are trying to hail us. They want some information, some jump coordinates. Ah, screw them. We don't believe it, right? So that's where we are at in this story. And by the end of this story, we get a feature on the home one. And we have Luke Skywalker, who has a feeling that one of these transmissions that got through with them is something to look into. So maybe that means Luke Skywalker is going to go to Coruscant, maybe like he did in Shadows of the Empire, right? Maybe we're going to get some cool kind of connections there. But I want to talk about the cool points, and that is the Lambda-Class Shuttle. And first and foremost, that thing is really cool looking. Great job by the artist here, Andres Genelit, who does a solid job. I'm not super cool when it comes to some of the character designs. They really didn't drive for me, but the space combat, the vehicles look great. We got to see a Lambda-Class Shuttle basically ejecting just the cockpit out into Coruscant's atmosphere, which reminded me a lot, a callback to Revenge of the Sith when they are plunging into the atmosphere after rescuing the Chancellor on that Separatist ship. So we have a lot of cool stuff there. It's like getting your Lambda-Class Shuttle out of a toy chest and saying, what can this thing do? It can destroy fighters. It can eject out of there into space. So really cool, fun stuff there. But this story with these characters, I'm really starting to resonate with these characters of Melton, of Bevlin, and about how they have their kids aboard this. It's just this really high drama that I haven't really gotten from Star Wars, and it's great when we're getting these characters, new characters, like we did with Charbet and Cass Dameron. We're getting just the different side of things. These are double agents that are working for Crimson Dawn, they're working for Qi'ra, they've been activated. They want to do right for the galaxy. They believe in what Qi'ra was selling them to join in the first place. So you get to see from their perspective and how they are, reacting to being so in over their heads when it comes to the Empire. Absolutely loved it. But yeah, and you get the rebels. One feature I liked in this is the rebels were simply getting the transmission from Bevlin and Melton, and they're like, yeah, is this a joke? We need help immediately. We're getting tracked down. We have these really valuable plans. Like, yeah, it makes sense that they wouldn't really jump on the opportunity, the rebels, to be like, who is this, right? Because they could be tracked or something. So I can understand their disillusionment, their hesitation answering that call. But I am super excited with these new characters in Star Wars. They're very down to earth. They're very grounded with this family, and I think it's a nice new step in the Star Wars direction. I was not expecting to see so much of of these characters. You know, a little bait and switch with Luke on the cover. We see Luke at the end for literally one panel. But other than I am engaged, I'm hooked, and I cannot wait for issue number 28 of Star Wars, which comes out sometime in October. So for more on Star Wars, I have plenty of other comic book reviews and many other things related to the High Republic and more. Make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and do hit that like button so you'll be basically keeping the algorithm going, but also hitting that notification bell icon so you'll be seeing videos as they go up every single week. I also have the podcast that I do every single week called Outer Rim Transmission. Join us live every Friday at 9 o'clock Eastern. Podcast episodes, new episodes go up every Monday. So that's going to do it for me, Starp. Thank you so much for watching, and may the Force be with you always. Thanks for checking out the video. Please hit that thumbs up symbol. It helps me know that I'm making content that you guys enjoy. And if you enjoyed this video, I also include 2 videos down below you guys should check out. And please consider subscribing to this channel. It helps support me, and it notifies you guys of when I get new videos up on the channel. You can also contact me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at StarRaptor.